everybody. We're at Empire City, where we've just heard the Just Nuts Band. And now from WVOX Radio and host of This Is Rock and Roll, we have Mr. Dion Nardone. Hi, Dennis.
Hello, Mary. Thank you so very much. And, you know, they have a new name here now, MGM Casino.
Okay.
But, well, you look great. I love the dress. Can we get a shot of those beautiful shoes? Yes, yes, yes. Welcome to another edition of This Is Rock and Roll. My name is Dion Nardone, and my guest right now is Mr. Guitar of the Bronx, Jimmy Fracassi. Jimmy!
Dennis, good to see you. It was Sun's show today, right?
And yeah, what a show today at the Empire MGM Casino in Yonkers,
yes,
with the Just Nuts Band.
Yes.
And I gotta tell you, man, when you did your part, I mean, you played guitar through the whole show, but when it came to
Jerry Lee Lewis.
And how'd you sing it?
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain.
That was the best part of the show. But anyway, great show today.
Yes.
I think the crowd really enjoyed it. A lot of dancing. Vic was at his best.
They were throwing flowers.
The horns sounded good.
The horns were great.
And great show. Yeah. Great show. And we have Vic coming on later, so we'll talk more about the show.
Vic?
Yeah, Vic Sabatini. He's the lead vocals of Just Nuts and the guitar player. And also producer of This Is Rock and Roll.
The guy's, he's huge.
Yeah, he's huge. And he's from the Bronx as well.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, anyway, let me ask you something.
Yes.
You know, how long have you been playing guitar?
I've been playing guitar as long as Al is alive.
Oh, it's a long time.
It's a long, long time.
Long time.
Very
and
long time.
Where did you start?
Down Arthur Avenue.
Arthur Avenue. That's where you're from?
Yeah.
Little Italy.
Avenue, Little Italy.
You get down there once in a while?
All the time. Yeah. Go to Title Brothers.
So, now, did you have a teacher, or how did it all work out?
Well, Johnny Falbo, who was one of Dion's first guitar players, was in the class with me, and he was just a natural. And we would get together and just learn songs. Yeah. You know, just listening to records.
How old were you? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12?
At the time I was, say, 11, 12, like that.
Okay. Now that you mentioned Dion, let's talk about that.
Oh, yes.
You traveled with Dion around the country in his band. Yeah. When was that? 60s, 70s?
No, that was actually in 2000. It was this century.
Really?
Yeah, this century.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
It was a great tour. Great tour.
And
we were all over the country.
Now, is it true that Dion was asked to go on the Super Bowl?
Yes, it was true.
It is true. I hear he turned it down.
Well,
for whatever reason. Or it didn't work out.
Yeah, it didn't work. He was busy. Yeah.
He was busy.
Yeah.
But you were with the band at the time.
Yes, yes.
You would have loved him on the Super Bowl.
That would have been fabulous.
Wow, wow. Well, anyway. So anyway, you have a favorite Dion song that you played?
Favorite Dion song? No One Knows. I just love that song.
No One? Why did you pick No One Knows?
Just.
All right, now besides Dion.
Yes.
Earls. Played with the Earls. The Regents. Big hits, I believe, with the Earls. Bob Moran, and with the Regents.
With the Regents, with everybody else.
Who was the first, let's say, celebrity that you played with?
Clarence the Frogman Henry.
Clarence the Frogman Henry.
And you think, I ain't got a mother, I ain't got a father, I ain't got a sister, I ain't got a brother, I'm a lonely frog, ain't got no home. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Now, why did you do that when I mentioned Dion? Why didn't you start singing The Wanderer or something?
Well, this was my first big gig. I got $1 a minute.
$1 a minute?
$1 a minute.
What year was that? 59? Something?
Wow, 61 maybe.
My guest, Jimmy Fracassi, from the Bronx, New York. And besides the guitar, you played a ukulele or something?
I played the mandolin.
Mandolin, sorry.
The mandolino. That was my Italian song. So when I go to Italy, I can entertain the people there too.
And you play for Irish music as well?
Yes, I've been playing Irish for a long time.
Now, how long have you been playing that?
Well, since, I would say about 1978.
So you're born in the Bronx, Arthur Avenue section?
Camberley Avenue.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Roosevelt High School.
Roosevelt, up to it.
45 junior high school and PS 32.
And you never left the Bronx, huh?
Never left the Bronx. I moved 7 miles away to City Island.
City Island. Then you go about 70,000 miles away. You go to Italy every so often, right?
As often as I can. I'm planning my next escape.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We happen to have a guitar here in the studio, and probably a little tired now from today's show.
It was a big show.
And I'm going to ask Al, our producer.
I'll reprise my my big song. The people did go crazy for this, and Dennis is the one who called for this because he's my manager.
Okay.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much good love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I left that love because I thought it was funny, and that's what I did.
Oh, beautiful.
But when I was on the road with Dion, he was opening up for us. Jerry Lee Lewis.
Jerry Lee Lewis?
I got to meet him, got to talk to him. I brought a bottle of Jack Daniels, but unfortunately he quit drinking at the time.
He didn't drink any red wine?
He didn't drink nothing, the poor guy. But he said, I still have my hair. And we took some pictures.
Yeah.
And then we went down the road a little, about 2 days later. And his band goes up and he's not there.
He's not there.
And I'm waiting, I'm saying, oh, let me go.
And he was supposed to open up for Dion?
He was opening up for us. He doesn't, he's not there. And the producer's going crazy, yelling, where is he? And you know, Jerry Lee, he'll either show up, not show up, do what he wants.
Yeah.
He comes in, gets up there and he goes, hello, Fort Lauderdale. And then you'll yell back, you're not in Fort Lauderdale.
Great story.
And then what I had to do was to shake my nerves and everybody went crazy.
Yeah.
It was just fabulous.
All right, give me a little more of Dion, the favorite song you just mentioned.
When no one knows, that's what it is, what I go through, and the tears I cry for you. You go to parties, F-sharp 7th, dances and shows. My heart is aching, and no one knows.
All right, here's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Take you back to my era.
Okay.
Okay? Let's do something by House of the Rising Sun. Can you play that? I tell you what we're going to do.
I thought you were going to sing it.
I couldn't do it. All right, calm down. Calm down. Jimmy Fracassi, I'll tell you what we're going to do right now. We're going to go to a video of today's concert at the Empire MGM Casino in Yonkers. And hopefully we can focus on you playing the guitar. And one more thing, give me a little good loving. We'll go right into the video with that. With that, we'll go right into the video. All right, let's watch the monitor. Let's go to the video.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much good love drives a man insane. You broke my will, oh, what a thrill. Your face is right all the time. I got love and I know it's funny. You belong well with your heart. I take my mind, work is fine. Goodness gracious, right all the time. This is my baby. Oh, feels good. My baby. Let me love you like a love I should. So kind. Love is what This grace is great.
All right, we are back. This is Rock and Roll. My name is Dennis Dion Nardone. My guest, Mr. Guitar from the Bronx, Jimmy Fracassi. And Jimmy, that was a great video. You on stage today at the MGM Empire Casino in Yonkers, New York. Once again, you had a great time today?
Oh, the Just Dance Orchestra, we killed.
Now, let me ask you something. You just mentioned Dion. You just mentioned all these different groups. You played all over the country. What's the sound like? What's the venue at the Empire? Do you enjoy the stage, the sound, the people?
The sound was fabulous, I got to say. The sound men were perfect. And the crowd is great. They get up there, they dance, and they don't stop.
Yeah.
Sometimes they drop and we take them out on a stretcher, but otherwise, they're doing pretty good.
All right, now let me ask you something personal. You got a website?
No, I think I'm going to go on your website.
You got Facebook?
Yeah.
How do you spell your last name?
Fracassi.
Okay, you got anything coming up? You do anything solo for people?
I will be in the future, because I'll find...
You got recordings out? If somebody wants a
yeah.
CD of Jimmy Fracassi?
Yes, I have.
So they go to Facebook?
Twangs for the Memories. All the 60s guitar songs.
Really?
Yes.
Okay,
right.
that sounds interesting.
I'll have to give it to you so you can play something.
Yeah, we'll show and you also have a Christmas song,
my Christmas song, yes.
All right, so there's some recordings of Jimmy Fracassi from the Bronx, New York, City Island to be exact.
That's right.
All your life, 75 years. How old are you?
That's right, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I was only kidding.
Yeah, I'm telling the truth now. Somebody said tell the truth.
All right.
They can find that on Facebook.
All right, so you're looking forward to some more gigs with Just Nuts Band?
Yes, I am. I always have a great time with them.
Yeah, we have a good time. And how was my conga playing? Did
it was fabulous.
Did I mess up your chord playing?
Not at all. I was able to go right through with the plow through it.
All right. With that, Jimmy, thank you for coming on the show.
You, Dennis. It's my
And
pleasure.
it was great to be on stage with you today. I feel like a star when I'm standing next to you, more than if I was standing next to Dion.
That's what Vic said too.
Well, anyway, keep rocking, keep playing the guitar. You're one of the best out of the Bronx. They should be very proud of you.
Thanks.
So with that, we're going to go to another video, and then we're going to bring on Mr. Vic Sabatini, lead vocals of the Just Nuts Band, and we're going to talk more about today's concert at the casino. Stay with us.
Sounds good to me.
We are back. Welcome to This is Rock and Roll. My name is Dennis Dion Nardone. And right now, our second guest, he is the producer of this show, This is Rock and Roll, and does a little background work with Bronx Nets. Say hello to Vic Sabatini. Hello, Vic.
How you doing, Dennis?
And as we were just telling Jimmy, what a great show today.
Yeah.
This afternoon at the MGM Yonkers Casino there, and what a great show. And you sounded pretty good. The lead vocals there, were you happy with your performance today?
It was great. I mean, performing with these great musicians that we got in the band, I mean, all together makes it sound great.
Mm-hmm. And anything special that you like today? Besides the crowd dancing, you jumping out there, anything special? Any songs really come out to you and say, man, that's really sounded good? Because we had the horns.
Yeah, no,
like Soul Man. I mean, when the horns come on with Soul Man, you got to go crazy.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything they did was, with the horns, everything sounds good. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, Barry White kind of favor that, but the crowd response was really, will really get you. They're dancing, having a good time. That's the main thing.
I asked Jimmy about, and you as well, because you were on the road there with those oldies groups, and the scene, the stage, the sound at the casino, and you're close to the action with the crowd. How's it feel with that? So they had good sound? You enjoy that sound?
Yeah, the sound engineers were great. I mean, that equipment is set perfectly, because they have entertainment every night of the week there. So that thing is set, so as soon as you first kick it off, it sits right there, and everything sounds great.
Now, how's the Just Nuts Band? Now, before that was Mixed Nuts Band, right?
It was Mixed Nuts, and then before that, we were actually like a backup band, like the Coda Band.
Yeah.
We would just back up Lee Andrews, the Marvelettes, Drifters. We just kind of did backup work for maybe 8 years.
So you're telling me the Mixed Nuts Band backed up all these bands?
Yeah, well,
I know you were on the road with Al.
With Al
with the
Belfiore,
Marvelettes, Jive 5, Lee Andrews.
Right.
Al was with the Dubs.
Correct.
And but you didn't have the whole band. Well, different guys at that time.
Well, it was different guys. It would depend. You know, they would tell us, you know, we want horns this time, or we want this. So each gig was.
Well, how did it feel to work all week on a regular job, and then you had to jump in the car and drive out to Ohio or something like that, and then sleep in some hotel? How did you feel to be on the road a whole weekend, then come back, and then you got to go back to work?
Dennis, I was younger then.
Oh, you were younger. Talking about younger, let's go back to your younger days. You're from the Bronx, New York.
Correct.
Right? And you grew up in the Bronx. Well, originally you're from East Harlem.
Correct.
I know that about you.
Right.
Family moved to the Bronx.
Yes.
And then you went to Columbus High School?
That's right.
And how did you start guitar? Now, when I was back in my day, I watched Ed Sullivan and saw the Beatles. I said, man, I want to be one of those. And I went for lessons, played the guitar, but I didn't go as far as you did. And how did you get started? I
got started before the Beatles. I had a guitar instructor come into my house. My parents got him. And in all actuality, I was into the Ventures long before the Beatles came out. So I was playing Walk Don't Run, Wipeout, and Apache, and all those kind of songs. Yes, when the Beatles came out, that kind of put the cherry on the cake. Then I knew from that point on that there was no end. I was going to keep going with this. Now, when you were growing up in the Bronx, it was like the 60s was like the 50s, only thing the 50s, every corner had doo-wop groups. Right. When you growing up, you guys had the bands, the instruments, almost on every block. And who had a band there, who had a band there. Then you guys, I'm sure, just like we did up in Westchester area, battle of band stuff. Right. And I think one group you had was pretty well known, the Rhythm Riders. The Rhythm Riders. We had Ronnie Rogers, who became like a pretty famous writer, songwriter. Eddie Rea. There was 5 guys in the group, and we kind of went from place to place, and there was a battle of the bands, and also Al, the drummer, had a group called the Castle Kings. Castle Kings. Right, and I remember doing the battle of the bands with Al back in the day. Yeah. Now you played all the local high schools and all that stuff? All the high schools. We did Lady of Solace, St. John Vianney, Holy Family, Mother Butler. All these high schools had dances there, and that kind of really cultivated the players that... So you was a pretty good-looking guy playing the guitar up front, did pretty well with the girls in the back in those days too? I would imagine. You imagine? I would imagine it was like that. And now you play any other instruments? I play bass guitar, I play drums, a little bit of keyboards. I think that's it, yeah. All right, now my guest, Vic Sabatini, he's lead vocals, plays guitar for the Just Nuts band. Now let's talk about the Just Nuts Music School on Tremont Avenue, and if someone wants to learn an instrument. Right, we started that about 10 years ago. It started off, I was actually working in a music store called Fort Schuyler.